Parthiv.
Good evening, friends. So today me, Ritwich, with my teammates Neil, Anurag and Parthiv would be talking about the article Countering the Biggest Risk of All. So introducing you to the article, it says business should learn to anticipate and counter strategic threats that a firm basically attains while and turn it into growth opportunities. Strategic threats are the array of external events and trends that can devastate a company's growth trajectory and even the shareholders' value. Strategic risks have certain examples, such as a new technology may overtake your product. Gradual shifts in the market may slowly erode one of your brands beyond the point of viability, and rapidly shifting customer priorities. So the next slide would be explained by me.
Hello friends, now I am here to explain you the different steps for a managers to manage the strategic risk. The first step is identify the risk. Risk identification is a very important step. In this step, what we do is we basically calculate all the possible risks which is going to happen. In this step, we do not take care of the possible solutions of the risk. We only focus on identifying the risk. It has three important steps. The first step is severity. Severity basically explains the effect of that risk over the organization. How badly it is going to strike the organization and what are the different consequences in the later stages. The second step is probability. It explains the likelihood of happening of the risk. What is the frequency of happening the risk, like how frequently it is going to happen. The third is time. Time explains at what interval of time the risk is going to happen in the organization. The second step is the mapping your risk. Mapping includes the analyzing the severity and probability quantitatively. The third step is quantify your risk. Quantifying risk includes 4 steps. The first step is cash flow at risk, earnings at risk, economic capital and market value. These 4 steps plays a very important role in quantifying the risk. The fourth step is identify the potential upright for each risk. It basically deals the manager's forecasting on consequences of reversing the risk. The fifth step is developing risk mitigation action plan. It is one of the vital component of risk mitigation strategy. In this, dedicated teams are there who are well trained and well prepared to face the risk. And the last, the sixth step is adjust your capital decisions accordingly. Capital, as we know, is a very important asset for any organization. So its proper utilization is very important. Thank you.
So Neil explained manager's guide to risk, and now I'll explain how risk is mapped by a manager. So there is a strategic risk map wherein you draw the there is a table wherein you write in the type of risk, the severity. The severity tells you the percent of earnings at stake. That means that in that risk, what are the percent of earnings that are at stake? Either you'll have profit or you'll incur a loss. Second is the probability of occurrence of the risk, which will tell you what is the probability of the risk occurring. The third is expected timing in years. Expected timing in years will tell you how long that risk will prevail. Either it will prevail for 2 years, 3 years, up to 5 years, and you can put it on your own. And the last one is changing probability over time. It tells you about how the risk would change over the time period. It might increase after 2 years or it might decrease after 2 years. The next would be explained by Anurag.
Greetings everybody. I will be talking about some preventive measures for the risk which have been explained by my teammates Anurag, Parthiv and Ritwik, and we also know what are the threats which can be perceived from such risks. Now, I have listed down a couple of strategic risks which can be very harmful for a company, and I also explain what all can be done to counter those risks. Now, first risk I would like to tell here is industry margin squeeze, and what happens in here is that margin in an industry slowly due to market shifts and all the other environmental factors, margin starts shifting and the industry becomes very volatile and it's very hard for industrialists to survive. Now to counter this risk, we have a solution for that, there is in an industry there are multiple competitors, and for that matter you can use a solution as shift in the compete and collaboration ratio. It means that earlier you were competition with the other rivals. Since the margin is squeezing from your industry, what you can do is collaborate with other people and other competitors in your industry so that you can easily manipulate the market. One of the prominent example in collaboration is Visa and MasterCard, wherein they have collaborated each other's technologies and operations, and which enables financial institutions to deal with each other. Second risk I would like to talk about is technology shift. Now there are multiple instances in the history of business wherein the technology has shifted from mechanical to digital and all those things. Now for the managers who are very risk averse, they are not sure which technology to bet on. So the solution for this risk is you have to double bet on the standards, on the technology versions which you have. For example, you have got Microsoft, which in its initial stages, it betted on both operating system 2 and Windows so that they can lay their feet on both the technologies. Now the third risk is brand erosion. Brand erosion means that due to volatility of the market, the brand value decreases, decelerates, and to counter this we have got two options. One is redefine the scope of brand investment, and second is relocate the brand investment. Basically what, for example, American Express had a tough competition in the 1980s, and it revived due to reinvesting in its brand, such as getting membership for life cards and approaching merchants for less transaction revenues. Now the fourth kind of risk is one of a kind competitor, wherein there is a market, oligopolistic market, wherein you have only one competitor, and for that matter we can take an example of Walmart and Target, wherein Walmart had a unique business design of day-to-day products and everything. But in Target, they redesigned their business by using unique products and targeting different consumers. Now, fourth is the consumer priority shift, wherein the priorities of the consumers change, such as from SLR cameras to digital cameras in the last decade. And to mitigate such risks, we have got two solutions. That first is create and analyze proprietary information, and second is conduct quick and cheaper market experiments. Example is Coach, which did fast experimentation with its purses. The next risk is new project failure. Now there are different types of projects which can be failing, which could fail in the market, and to mitigate those risks, we have got solutions like engage in smart sequencing, develop access options, and employ the stepping stone model. Now the next risk is market stagnation, wherein you can counter it by generating demand innovation. And thanks a lot everyone for listening to us. Pleasure to host the article. Thanks a lot.